Alright, how's everybody doing out there? It's your boy Akeem and welcome to the Sports News Insider College Football Blog. Here to give you the latest news in college football, NCAA President Mark Emmert has decided to hold a summit in Indianapolis for tomorrow and Wednesday along with 50 college presidents to discuss a strategy to come up with a plan to change the ways in the NCAA athletics. We all know about the problems that we have been seeing recently as far as past years with players picking up money and other benefits from a lot of programs in college football, basketball, lacrosse, you name it. A lot of benefits coming for these kids, and the NCAA is having a problem with that. So Mark Emmert has decided to come with a summit to come up with a strategy to change the ways and help solve this problem. Now, I'm going to give you a two-part series about college football and about this entire topic. Today, I'm mainly going to discuss the controversies that we have been seeing in college football these past recent years, from Cam Newton at Auburn to Terrell Pryor at Ohio State. Now, we all know about these players picking up benefits on the sides and gifts and money from outside of people to help provide for them during their stay in college. So this is a big issue, and I'm going to give you my opinions and my own plan to help solve this problem. Now, we all know about these colleges. Too many top colleges are dealing with a lot of high-profile controversies with all of these allegations. Now, I think this to help solve this problem, I really believe that the players should either get paid from the school or they should be allowed to receive benefits from outsiders, like car dealerships, if they want to sign memorabilia, autograph things on the side for extra cash. I don't think that's a big deal. I think since the NCAA and these colleges are benefiting so much revenue coming out of these kids, I think the kids deserve something back. Now, I'm going to give you some straight facts about some of the top BCS conferences and how much money they're generating year after year at the end of the year, their revenue. Starting with the Pac-12, they are generating $250 million a year due to TV contracts and endorsements. The Big 12 is picking up $150 million. The Big Ten is picking up $252 million, and the SEC is registered to have $205 million. And this is per year. So this is how much money these schools are generating from these students. And I really believe that the students should get something back, not just the education, but some money on the side. Now, some of the NCAA rules that they have to deal with is that they cannot have jobs or pick up any money from the side, or even a meal. Like if somebody wants to offer a player a meal, that is illegal, and that is against NCAA rules. And I really think that's a stupid rule, in my opinion. If somebody wants to treat a player to something, I don't think that's much of a problem with that. Even if they use them to sign autographs or to do little services for them for extra cash, I don't really think that's a big deal. I mean, come on, these schools are generating so much money from these kids, and I think the kids deserve something back. Yes, they are getting an education, but the money to educate a student does not compare the money that they are picking up from these athletes. And I really believe that they are raping these athletes. This is an important issue, and I think that the players should get paid for their services outside. I don't think that's much big of a deal. NCAA rules do not allow them to have jobs, so how are they going to generate money for themselves and pay their bills? They get a little bit of grant money, but not enough to cover for an entire semester. So how are they going to take care of themselves and buy clothes and buy shoes? They definitely have to pick up money somewhere, and I do not think that's a big problem, a big deal for the NCAA. Now, the players are also not allowed to market themselves and advertise themselves, which is stupid, because the schools advertise these kids for free and benefit money. As I said, they post their names on television, post their names on billboards. I even seen Cam Newton and Sam Bradford in Times Square while they were in college to represent the Heisman Trophy. And I think that's not fair, because these kids are college students and they're using them to advertise the schools. I really think that doesn't make any sense. It's pretty much hypocritical in my opinion, and I just don't understand why the NCAA just allows these schools to generate so much money for these kids. And they always saying, oh well, they're getting an education, but an education is really not important. There's just showing so much business in the NCAA that education is not the top priority for these students. They really try to put the education speech when it comes to this issue of what the kids are getting out of this, and I don't really think this is fair. I think if I was a regular if I was a star athlete, I believe that I would want some money on the side because of the money that they are generating for these students. Now, a regular college student, a non-athlete, they can advertise themselves and do whatever they want. They can make millions of dollars and get away with it, and it won't be that big of a deal. But an athlete can't do that. That doesn't make any sense. For example, we all know about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg pretty much created Facebook, and he was not an athlete. If he was a top college football athlete and he tried to create Facebook, it would not be allowed because he's pretty much advertising himself and generating millions of dollars. So in other words, if Mark Zuckerberg was a star athlete, Facebook would have never been invented during that time, during his stay in college. It does not make any sense. These athletes deserve to get something out of this. I mean, come on. Some of these kids, they just want some petty money, some petty change to buy food, clothes, a couple of clothes here and there, little gifts. Now, one issue that we all know about recently is that Demarius Thomas, during his stay at Georgia Tech, he collected $312 worth of gifts in clothes. Wow, who really cares? $312 compared to the millions of dollars that Georgia Tech has picked up off of this kid? Come on, man. They went to the ACC championship and won it a couple years back during his stay at Georgia Tech, and they vacated that championship from them because of what Demarius Thomas did. $312. Wow, big deal. It really does not make any sense. I strongly believe that the players should get paid for their on-field duties, of how much money these schools are generating. So either the school should pay them just a little bit of money, like $300 a week, maybe even $400, or I think the kids should get the opportunity to advertise themselves and sign memorabilia or do whatever they want for outsiders and get extra cash for that. I mean, come on. These schools are generating millions of dollars. $252 million for the Big Ten. That's how much they're generating off of these kids. Come on. Let's just make some sense here. Now, I'm going to give you some of the latest news later about this issue, because later on this week when they have this summit, I will give you give you a couple of updates of what's been going on. Now, for Friday, I'm mainly going to talk about the system in the college football and talk about their whole scheduling system. I strongly believe that they should have a playoff, and I'm going to give you a plan for that. From Sports News Insider, I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.